Hi, I'm Vanessa, and I want to invite you to practice this yoga sequence aimed for runners and for beginners. Have your socks and shoes off, wear comfortable clothes where you can breathe in and out easily and also move around easily. Always come into each pose gradually, making sure it feels comfortable. Once it doesn't, please back away until the degree where it feels comfortable again. Let's have a seat. Extend the legs, smile. Let's go ahead and move that skin from the sit bone so you can root them into the earth. Plant your palms down on the side, or you can rest them on your legs. Just start to get familiar with the oxygen intake, filling up the lungs, the rib cage, the belly button, all the way throughout the arms, legs. And for now, let's just go ahead and exhale it all completely out. We can go ahead and relax that spine, the arms, let them get heavy, neck and head get heavy as well. And as we breathe in, we lengthen the spine and we rotate the top of the head over towards the left, towards the front, towards the right. Bring the top of the head back towards the front, towards the left, back to the front, back to the right, and back to center. Breathe in. Gaze over to the right, gently, over to the left, back to the right, come back to center. Let's rotate those wrists, wiggle out the fingers, rotate them the opposite way, roll your shoulders back, roll them forward, make sure you're breathing in and out. Let's wiggle out the toes, flex the feet, extend them a couple of times, activating some muscles, rotate the ankles to one direction, opposite direction, wiggle out the legs, let that blood flow, letting that oxygen massage all our nerves, joints, tissues, organs, ligaments, muscles. Oxygen is very important for the body. Make sure you're breathing nice inhales, even exhales. Even when not doing yoga, oxygen is extremely important. Keep that in mind. Oxygen circulating smoothly. And exhale, just relax the legs, shake them out, torso, tap them out. Little massage, root those sit bones into the earth once again. Core muscles engage, breathe in, arms go outward and up. As you exhale, bring the arms forward and down. Keep body strong. Breathe in, arms go outward and up, warming up the shoulders. Exhale, lower down the arms in front of you and down. Once again, arms come up, outward and up, gaze up, face the palms towards the front. As you exhale, hinge from the hips to seated full forward fold, hanging on to the shins, ankles, sides of the feet. As you breathe in, lengthen the spine, oxygen comes in smoothly. As you exhale, fold a little deeper. Feel the nice stretch on that lower back. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, keep that full forward fold. You can slightly bend the knees. Relax the neck and head. Nice stretch on the spine, lower back, the back of the legs. Breathe in. As you exhale, slightly walk your hands back, bringing one vertebrae up at a time, followed by the neck and head. Inhale, arms come up, gaze up, palms together. As you exhale, bring the energy to heart center. And relax. Let's go ahead and scoop those hands under those knees. Bring ourselves to bound ankle pose. Bottom of the feet come together. You grab your front of your ankles. The knees go outside to side. Then start to engage your pelvic floor muscles, core muscles, so that your chest bone can come up and the oxygen can come in smoothly. Top of the head goes towards the sky. Roll the triceps back. You can scoot your feet towards the torso as you exhale. Once again, breathe in. Open up that torso, oxygen smoothly throughout every part of the body. You can scoot the feet forward. Grab the top of the toes, clasp your hands together, lengthen the spine once again, breathe in. As you exhale, go ahead and bring the chest towards the ground, relax the neck and head. Breathe in, and as you exhale, bring yourself back to a seated position, one vertebrae up at a time with control. And then go ahead and bring your hands out on the sides of the knees. Bring your feet down on the ground, the soles of the feet on the mat. And then you can bring your spine on the mat. Bring your elbows down, shoulders down, the back of the head directly on the ground. Neck is parallel to the ground. Walk your feet back, close to the fingertips. Root the mounds of the feet into the earth. Deep breath, belly button towards the spine. As you exhale, bring the hip bones up towards the sky for bridge pose. Making sure we're correctly formed here, protecting the body. Tilting your tailbone towards the back of your knees. That helps engage your core muscles, protecting the lower back. Make sure you have a space between the chin and chest. You're breathing in smoothly. Knees are hip distance apart. They're not falling outward or inward. Pressing those triceps into the earth, helping you bring those hip bones towards the sky. Breathe in. And as you exhale, lower one vertebrae down at a time till that tailbone is on the ground. Circulate that oxygen throughout the body. We're going to stretch out the area of the tailbone by tilting our hip bones diagonally towards our chest. You can follow my hands here. So you're sort of tucking in and lowering down. Make sure you're breathing in. As you exhale, lower your tailbone down, diagonally tilt up, breathe in. Exhale, lower it down. Now let's just take a deep breath. Bring our arms on the side of the ears. Just let yourself hang heavy here. Breathe in, breathe out, opening up the chest, stretching out that torso, the sides of the torso. Bring your arms down, back next to the hips. Bring your right knee into the chest, followed by the left. Hug the shins. Wiggle out the toes, flex the feet, extend them. Parallel the neck to the ground. Then you can rock from side to side. Remember, get all those tissues with oxygen. Relax the mind. Keep flowing smoothly the oxygen throughout the body. Then go ahead and bring your hands to your knees. Tighten your core, belly button towards the spine. Breathe in. Bring the knees really close to the chest, bringing the tailbone off the mat. And then extend the left leg. Keep that right knee into the chest. Flex the feet, extend them. And you can move the knee over to the right underarm. Squeeze it in there. And bring it back to center. And let's go ahead and bring your right arm extended towards the right, your left hand on the outside of the right knee, and bring that right knee over to the left side of your mat. You can gaze towards the sky or gaze over towards the right. Feel that nice stretch on that upper right leg. Nice twist for detox. Bring the knee back to center, tight core. Left knee comes back into the chest, hug the shins, extend the feet, flex them. Knees back into the chest. Deep breath. As you exhale, go ahead and extend the right leg on the mat this time. So the left knee into the chest. And you can squeeze the knee into that left underarm, back into the chest. Go ahead and bring your right hand on your left knee. Extend your left arm towards the left side. And then gently rotate that left knee over to the ground, towards the ground on the right side. You can gaze towards the sky or towards the left side. Feel that nice stretch on that outer upper leg. Nice twist for the organs, wringing them out, helping them flow comfortably. Flow anything in there. Breathe in. As you exhale, bring that left knee back into the chest, followed by the right. Shake it out. Parallel the neck to the ground, wiggle out the toes, circulate that oxygen nice and smooth throughout the body. Knees back into the hands. Extend that left leg once again. Tight core, you can grab your right shin with your right hand, or the ankle, or the two-piece fingers go in between your big toe and your index toe. Extend that right leg towards the sky. Left palm goes on top of your left hip bone to keep it in place. Flex your left foot. Take a deep breath. Extend that leg. Smoothly breathing in, evenly exhaling out. Keeping our core really strong, go ahead and start to shift the right leg over to the right side of your mat. Remember that left palm is on top of your left hip, just to make sure it does not rise the level it's at. Both hips need to be even. Open up your right hip flexor. Feel that nice stretch on the right leg. Bring the leg back to center. Knee into the chest. Switch the hands now. Your right hand thumb goes on top of your right hip bone just to make sure it stays in place. Your left hand, you can hang on to the shin or the toes. Extend that leg, breathe in, tighten the core. As you exhale, you shift that right leg gently over to the left, just to the center of your torso. Feel that nice stretch on the upper outer right leg. Try to keep the tailbone on the mat, then go ahead and relax, breathe in. Both knees into the chest, hug the shins, you can wiggle out your toes. Grab your knees, bring them into the chest, stretch out the tailbone area. As you exhale, extend your right leg, flex your right foot. Extend that left leg, hang on to your shin, ankle, or the two-piece fingers going between the big toe and the index toe. Extend your left leg. Place your palm gently on top of your right hip bone to keep it in place. Breathe in. Feel that nice stretch on the left leg. As you exhale, bring that left leg over to the left side of the mat. Remember to keep both hip bones even, not one higher than the other. Keep that right leg muscles engaged, flexed, keeping you stable, even. Extending that left leg over to the left side, feel that nice stretch, then bring it back to center. Make sure you're breathing in and out evenly. Switch the hands now, right hand on the left shin, your left hand thumb goes on top of that left hip. Extend the leg and shift it over to the right side, to the area of the middle of the torso. Feel that nice stretch on the outside of that left leg, hanging onto the shin or the toes. Keep that right foot flexed, flexing the muscles on the right leg. Bend your left knee back into the chest, followed by the right. Hang on to the shins. You can rock side to side. Keep the neck long. Then hang on to your hamstrings. Rock yourself from feet to head a couple of times. Then bring yourself to a seated position. From here, let's bring ourselves to tabletop, to all fours. Plant those palms on the mat, wrists under those shoulders. The hips are going to be right above the knees, so knees hip distance apart, feet hip distance apart. Curl the toes under, just stretch out the bottom of the feet, then flip the feet over, top of the feet directly on the mat. Cat-cow, breathe in, tailbone goes up, gaze up. As you exhale, round that upper back, reach it towards the sky, relax the neck and head, long arms. Breathe in, chest goes forward, tailbone goes up. Exhale, round that upper back, cat-cow, relax the neck and head. Feel that nice stretch on your spine. And then go ahead and rotate around the wrists in one direction. Go the opposite direction. Feel that nice stretch on the wrist area. So here I tend to hyperextend my arms, you see. So have a little slight micro bend on those elbows, engaging muscles, and then once again rotate around the wrists. But remember, only go to the degree where it feels good around the wrists. Go ahead and curl those toes under, stretch them out. Let's come back to all fours, shoulders above those wrists, knees and feet hip distance apart. We're going into downward dog, so curl the toes under, extend the legs. Only extend the legs if it's comfortable on your hamstrings, otherwise you can slightly have the knees bent. Paddle the feet, bend one knee and the other, isolating the stretch on each leg. Press with your palms down and forward. You can relax the neck and head, but then bring it back up so that the ears are next to those upper arms. Feel that side of the torso stretching, both sides. Try to bring your heels down on the mat if possible. Feel good on the calves, hamstrings. As you exhale, go ahead and bring yourself as high as you can on the toes and go ahead and lower them down. Stretching the bottom of the feet. Keep the tailbone going up towards the sky. Let's start to shift the body forward. Bring your right leg forward, followed by the left. Plant your feet down, hip distance apart. Breathe in to half fold. You can place your hands on your shins. Exhale, full forward fold. And come to mountain pose, one vertebrae up at a time. Until your last vertebrae is up, bring your neck and head up. Rooting the mounds of the feet evenly into the earth, left, right, front, back. Let's go ahead and stretch the sides of the torso. Breathe in, arms come up, palms together, gaze up. Then go ahead and keep your pointer and your thumb extended. Clasp the other remaining fingers. And then go ahead and bring your right shoulder towards the right side, making sure both hip bones stay exactly as you are in mountain pose. Just shifting the torso towards the side, bring it back to center, breathe in. As you exhale, go ahead and shift the torso over to the left side. Pretend you're between two walls. The walls are behind you and in front of you, and you're just shifting the torso, stretching the right side of the torso. Come back to center. Breathe in, palms together, deep breath. Exhale. Bring the energy to heart center. Relax the arms. Shake it out. And let me just go ahead and do this once again, but I will show you the front view. So you can stay exactly where you are in front of your mat. Make sure those feet are hip distance apart. Mountain pose. Take a deep breath to extended mountain pose. Bring the palms together. Keep the pointer and thumb extended. Clasp all the other hands. And then this time you can shift over to the left side just so you can mirror me here. Stretch out the right side of the torso. Come back to center. Deep breath. As you exhale, reach over to your right side. Stretch out the left side of the torso. Keep both hip bones even. Come back to center. Breathe in. Palms together. Tight core. Exhale. Bring the energy to heart center. Relax the hands. Staying at the front of your mat, we're going into chair pose. So feet hip distance apart. Take a deep breath. Ground your feet into the earth. As you exhale, bring the arms up, upper arms next to ears. Sit back. Look down at your feet. Make sure that you can see your toes. If not, shift those knees back. You can extend them a little bit more. Keep the knees hip distance apart. Bring the torso away from the top of the legs. Really reach that belly button towards the spine so that you can engage your core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, keeping any stress off that lower back. Palms together. Exhale. Bringing yourself back to mountain pose, staying in the front of the mat. One more time, chair pose. Then we'll add a twist. Inhale, arms come up, sit back. Knees hip distance apart. Keep the torso away from the top of the legs. Strong, mounds of the feet into the earth. Breathe in, palms together. Exhale, bring the energy, heart to center, mountain pose once again. Focus on your leg muscles, core muscles. Breathe in, back to chair pose, sit back, palms together. As you exhale, twist your chest over to the left side of the room as you're mirroring me here. Your right arm, that elbow, comes on the outside of that left leg. Breathe in, back to chair pose, ignoring any distractions. Smile, palms together. Exhale, twisting now over to the right side. Bring your left elbow on the outside of that right leg. Keep the knees hip distance apart. Strong leg muscles, glute muscles. Breathe in, back to chair pose, palms together. Exhale, bring the energy to heart center, mountain pose. And staying at the front of your mat, we're gonna go ahead and start sun salutation A. Inhale to extended mountain pose. Exhale, standing forward fold, chest towards the knees. Inhale to half fold. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, bring your right foot back into plank, followed by the left. As you breathe in, bring the shoulders above the wrists. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, flip your feet over. Inhale, upward dog. Curl those toes under. Exhale to downward down. You're an upside down V shape. Inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, this time left foot comes forward, followed by the right. Breathe in to half fold, long torso. Exhale, full forward fold. And breathe in to extended mountain pose, palms overhead. Exhale, bring the energy to heart center. One more time. Inhale to extended mountain pose. Exhale, full forward fold, chest towards the knees. Top of the head goes towards the ground. Breathe in to half fold, top of the head goes forward. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Right leg goes back into plank, followed by the left. Breathe in, come forward. Exhale, lower down. Flip your feet over. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale to downward dog, flipping the feet over. Breathe in, look between the hands. Left leg comes forward as you exhale, followed by the right. Breathe in to half fold, long torso. Exhale, full forward fold. Strong legs. Breathe in to extended mountain pose, palms overhead. Exhale, bring the energy to heart center. Relax the hands. Put your hands on your hips. We're gonna go to intense side stretch. So left foot goes back diagonally about 3 feet in front of the front leg. You can keep your hands on your hips. Bring your fists together, just like this. Or you can grab onto your elbows, just like this. Make sure the hips are forward, belly button is engaged, strong legs. Breathe in. Feet are at least heel to heel apart. Open up the chest, gaze up. As you exhale, hinge from that right hip, bringing the chest towards the right knee. You can relax the neck and head here for intense side stretch. Feel that nice stretch on the right leg, the back of the right leg. Stay balanced, even, left and right. Once again, make sure you're breathing in, even exhales out. And then gently, slightly bend the right knee, come back up. Bring your hands to your hips, keep breathing in and out. Left leg comes up. Now bring your right foot back about 3 feet away from the front. Hands on hips. Hips are pointing forward. Go ahead and bring the fists together or clasp your elbows, but clasp the opposite of what you did earlier. Chest is facing forward, tight core. Breathe in. Ground yourself, even left and right. Gaze up. As you exhale, hinge from that left hip, bringing the chest closer to that left knee. You can relax the neck and head. Make sure you're even, extending the legs, left and right. Stretching the back of that left leg. Hamstrings, calves. Strong inhales, even exhales. Slightly bend that left knee and you can press yourself up. Release those elbows, hands on hips. Bring your right foot forward. Shake it off. Breathe in. Wiggle out the toes. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands. And this time, let's go ahead and bring your left leg back. We're going into low lunge, making sure that right knee is above the right ankle and not in front. Go ahead and extend that back leg. Even left and right, bring your left knee down, flip your left foot over, strong core. Ground that right foot into the earth. Breathe in, arms come up, bring the right shoulder above the right hip, left shoulder above the left hip. Try to bring the ears above the shoulders and the arms next to the ears. Keep that core tight, protecting lower back. Feel the nice stretch on the legs. Low lunge. Hinge, bring the fingertips down, curl your left toes under, and let's go into lunge for a second. Regular lunge, ground yourself, and then come up to crescent pose. Breathe in, arms come up. So make sure that right knee is either behind or above the ankle, but not in front. Try to extend your back leg, strong core, crescent pose. Hinge from the hip, bring the hands down. And go ahead and bring your right leg back into plank, vinyasa flow, lower down. Inhale to upward dog, flip your feet over. Exhale, curl the toes under, downward dog. Gaze between the hands, breathe in. Exhale, bring your right leg forward, followed by your left. Inhale to half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Go ahead and grab your elbows for a moment. You can sway forward and back. Shake the head yes and no. Loosen up the neck muscles. Switch the clasping of the elbows. You can sway side to side. Stretching out little ligaments here and there. And go ahead and breathe in to half fold once again. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. This time the right leg goes back for low lunge, making sure that left knee is above that left ankle. Lower down your right knee. Flip your right foot over. Engage your core. Come up. Breathe in to low lunge. Arms next to those ears. Chest is facing forward. Both hips are facing forward. Strong left. Mounds of the foot into the earth of that left foot. Exhale. Bring the fingertips down. Extend that right leg. Curl the toes under for lunge for a moment. And then come up. Breathe in to crescent pose. Making sure that left knee is still either above or behind that left ankle. Try to lengthen out the right leg. Both hips are facing forward. Arms are next to those ears. Tight core. As you exhale, hinge from that left hip. Bring your left foot back into plank. Breathe in, forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to upward dog. And exhale, curl the toes under. Downward dog. Tailbone goes up. Upside down V shape. And then just bring the knees down. Let's rest in child's pose. Flip your feet over. Widen the knees as wide as the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Then bring the chest down. Extend the arms in front of you. Palms down. As you breathe in, expand the chest, bring it towards the ground. As you breathe out, bring your tailbone towards the back of your mat. Stay here for a moment, enjoy the moment. Feel your palms pressing into the mat, spread out the fingers, elongate those arms. Feel the shoulders, nice stretch on the sides of the torso, opening up the hips, relaxing the forehead on the mat. Deep inhales, even exhales. As you breathe in, open up those lungs, make them stronger, each breath at a time. And as you exhale, let's bring ourselves back to all fours. Practicing on building our core, bringing ourselves to plank and holding it for a bit. So remember, wrists under those shoulders, knees under those hips. Tighten your core muscles, and then go ahead and extend the legs, curl your toes under, bring the tailbone up, but not higher than the shoulder level. Long neck, engage your triceps, engage your pelvic floor muscles, your side obliques, a bit of your lower back, your abs, reaching the belly button towards the sky. Keep breathing in, even exhale out. And let's go ahead and lower down the knees and just bring the tailbone on top of the feet. Extend the arms, stretch out those triceps. Let the abdominal muscles rest. Come back to all fours, going back into plank, but forearm plank. So lower down the elbows, make sure they're right under those shoulders. Make sure the wrists are shoulder width apart. Plant the palms down, spread out the fingers. Engage your core muscles. Extend the legs, curl your toes under. Tailbone goes right under those shoulders. Once you're here, make sure that your shoulders are still above those elbows. You're really reaching your belly button towards the sky to avoid any extra stress on that lower back. Keep opening up the chest. Breathe in, even exhale out. Holding it just a bit longer. And then we'll go ahead and stretch it out in just a moment in Sphinx pose. So go ahead and bring the knees down, flip your feet over, and then slowly, gently bring your hip bones on the ground. Make sure your elbows are still under those shoulders. Gaze towards the front, open up the chest, face the chest towards the front of your mat. Keep grabbing your spine with your belly button. Open up the shoulders, breathe in, Sphinx pose. As you exhale, you can just walk your elbows forward, rest your forehead on the ground. Look one way to stretch out the neck. Look the opposite way. Make sure you're still breathing in smoothly, evenly, exhaling out. Focus on this moment. Feel good you're practicing, taking care of your body. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves back to all fours. We're going to stretch out our quads and our abdominal muscles in camel pose. So walk your hands back, hands on your hips. Make sure your knees and your feet are hip distance apart. Very important in this pose to keep your core engaged to avoid any lower back pain. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips, roll your shoulders back, strong leg muscles, strong core muscles. You can stretch out the neck. And we're gonna do this twice, so let's start with just putting our palms on top of our tailbone. We're gonna keep from the hips down exactly as the body is, just engaging more muscles. Breathe in. As you exhale, try to bring the chest towards the sky. Relax the neck and head only to the degree where you feel comfortable. Start reaching back, the back of the head, resting. And then exhale, come back to neutral. Hands on the hips. Just roll your head forward, stretching it out gently. easily. We can come back to all fours. Just feel the spine stretching as you relax the neck and head. Then walk your hands back to starting camel pose again. Hands on your tailbone, strong core muscles, strong leg muscles. Breathe in. As you exhale, face the chest towards the sky. Then if you'd like to take it further, reach back for your heels. But make sure you're keeping your hip bones exactly where they were at starting of camel pose. Parallel to an imaginary wall in front of you. Keep opening up the chest. Keep tightening your pelvic floor muscles, your side obliques, your core. Deep breaths, then bring your hands back on the tailbone. Slowly bring yourself back up, hands back on those hips, and then gently hinge from the hips. Slowly bringing yourself back to all fours. Curl those toes under and gently bring yourself back to downward dog. Press those palms down and forward. Spread out the fingers. Keep reaching your tailbone towards the sky to really feel that stretch on the arms, forearms, upper arms, sides of the torso, lower back, the back of the legs. Try to extend the legs, try to root those heels into the earth. Look between the feet, make sure your heels are hiding behind the second toe of your foot. So regather yourself up, feel strong, focusing on your muscles, your breathing to get through what I call 5 flow, so 5 poses flowing nicely. Feel grounded, balanced, left, right. Breathe in, right leg comes up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the knee to chest, bring that right foot forward. Exhale out. Then inhale, cartwheel your left arm towards the back, right arm forward for warrior 2. Try to bring that right leg to 90-degree angle. Extend that left leg. Flip your right palm over, deep breath. And as you exhale, bring yourself to reverse warrior. Reach that right hand, arm towards the back, strong core. Come back to warrior 2. Keep breathing in and out. Even inhales, even exhales. And then hinge from the right hip. Bring your forearm on the top of the right leg or bring your right palm on the ground for a deeper stretch on extended side angle. Come back to warrior 2. Deep breath. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, vinyasa flow. Bring yourself to plank. Breathe in as you reach forward. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stretch it out. Breathe in. Calm the heart down. And we'll go on to the left side now. Feel strong. Take a deep breath. Bring your left leg towards the sky. As you exhale, bend that knee to chest. Bring that left foot forward. Exhale it out. And deep breath in, cartwheel your right arm towards the back. Left arm forward for warrior 2. Gaze towards your front hand. 90-degree angle on the left leg. Flip your left hand over and reach it. Reach that left arm towards the back for reverse warrior. Relax your right arm behind your right leg. Come back to warrior 2, 90-degree angle, and then hinge from that left hip, bringing yourself to extended side angle. Either forearm on top of that left leg or bring your left hand on the ground. Then come back to warrior 2 and cartwheel the hands down. Little vinyasa flow. Bring yourself to plank. Breathe in, shoulders above the wrist. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. After those muscles engaging of the legs, let's go ahead and stretch them out in pigeon pose. So breathe in, bring your right leg up towards the sky. Find your balance, evenness, left and right. Bend your right knee to chest. Bring the right knee towards the right elbow, the foot towards the left wrist. Bring your right knee down. Bring your left knee down, flip your left foot over and slide it towards the back, but only to the degree where your right leg feels good. Then walk your hands back, face the chest forward. And if you'd like, Bring your arms down, chest down on the mat, forehead on the mat, making sure you're breathing deeply, even exhaling out, making sure your left leg, the front of it, is directly facing towards the mat or on the mat. Then go ahead and walk your hands back slowly. Curl your left toes under. Bring yourself back to downward dog. Stretch it out. Stretch out the torso. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now the left side, left leg comes up towards the sky. Bend the knee, knee to chest, knee towards the left elbow, foot to right wrist. The left knee comes down, right knee comes down. Flip your right foot over. Walk your hands back, face the chest forward, and then go ahead and bring the chest towards the ground, elbows down, or even further, extend the arms, bring the forehead down. Make sure that your right leg, the front of it, is facing towards the ground. Feel that nice stretch on your glutes of the left leg, the thighs, opening up the hip flexors, the groins. Feel really good. Walk your hands back, keep your core engaged. Curl your right toes under, back to downward dog. Travel the oxygen nicely throughout the whole body. Let's go ahead and stretch out even further in lizard pose. So breathe in, right leg goes up towards the sky, bend the knee. The right leg goes on the outside of that right arm. Place your right foot on the outside of the right hand. Adjust yourself. Lizard pose here, deep breath in. As you exhale, you can stay here or bring your forearms down on the ground. Just make sure your torso's long. Feel that nice stretch on that right hip flexor. Bring the palms back on the mat. Bring yourself back to downward dog. Left side now, deep breath. Left leg goes up, exhale. Bring that left foot on the outside of that left hand. Lengthen the spine, the neck. Extend the right leg. And then if you can, bring those forearms down on the ground. Make sure your shoulders are above those elbows. Hands shoulder width apart. Press those forearms into the earth. Open up that left hip flexor. Stretch out the left thigh muscles. Breathe in. As you exhale, palms go down on the mat. Bring yourself back to downward dog. Deep breath. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring the knees down on the mat. Make sure they're hip distance apart. Flip your feet over. We're going to walk ourselves back. Tailbone on the feet for hero pose. Here for a moment. Lengthen the neck, the spine. Deep breath. Exhale it out. Deep breath. Exhaling everything out. Go ahead and walk your hands back for supine hero to stretch out those quadriceps. Feel really good. Reach the hips towards the sky diagonally. Smile. If it's too tough on the knees, just back away from the pose. Otherwise, keep walking your hands back. Keep facing the hips towards the sky. If you can, bring yourself down on those elbows. Even deeper stretch, but keep tilting your tailbone towards the back of your knees. Then walk yourself back up. Bring your feet together, off to one side or the other. And then go ahead and bring the legs forward. Extend them out. Deep breath. Shake out the legs, wiggle the toes, get the blood circulating back again smoothly through the legs. Starting with wide angle seated forward fold. Remove the skin from your sit bones, widen the legs as wide as you can. Arms come up, breathe in. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, bring the hands forward. Feel that nice stretch. Flip your right palm over, inhale, up and overhead on the left side. Come back to center. Flip your hand over, flip your left hand over. Take a deep breath. Right arm comes up and overhead, stretching the sides of the torso. Keep your sit bones even on the ground. Come back to center. Walk your hands back. Bring your legs back on the mat. Bend the knees, hug your shins. You can flex the feet. You can relax the torso, lengthen, breathe in. As you exhale, round your upper back and just relax the forehead on the knees. Hug your shins. Breathe in, extend the body. Gaze up, and you can rotate that neck around in one direction, opposite direction. Come back to center, deep breath. Adjust yourself, even balance left and right. And let's go ahead and extend the right leg. Grab your left shin, bring it up and over. The left foot goes on the outside of that right knee. Right hand on your left knee. Left arm goes behind you. Take a deep breath. Right arm comes up. Exhale, twist the chest towards the left side. Right arm goes on the outside of that left leg to help you with the twist. Even sit bones on the ground as the top of the head goes towards the sky. Deep breaths. Gently come back to center. Grab that left shin, bring it up and over. Extend your left leg. Scoop your right hand under that right knee. Grab your right shin, bring it up and over. The foot lands on the left side of that left knee. Left hand on the left knee. Stretch out the arm. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend your left arm. Bring it on the outside of that right leg. Feel that nice stretch on your glute area, outside of the hip. Smile, wring out your organs, detoxing with a twist. Come back to center, grab your shin, uncross it, extend the legs, just relax the torso, neck, and head. Shake out the legs. Bringing ourselves down on the mat, roll on the spine, elbows down, shoulders down, the back of the head directly on the mat, belly button down, bend your knees to chest, hug your shins. You can rock side to side, feel good. Relax the shoulders. And go ahead and gently bring your legs over to the left side. Extend your right arm towards the right and just let yourself relax here. Stretch out the body, the side of the torso, the legs. Enjoy this relaxation, stretch out moment. Bring the knees back into the chest. Deep breath. As you exhale, bring the knees over to the right side, extend the legs. Just get comfortable. Reach your left arm towards the left side, extend it out, gaze over to the sky or the left. Just let your body stretch out. Use its own body weight to pull itself away from each other. Pulling out, stretching out, massaging the muscles. Make sure the oxygen is also massaging all the tissues. Come back to center. Knees back to chest. Rock yourself from side to side. You can bring the knees and the forehead together to get that one last stretch on the spine, the back of the neck. And then gently roll yourself down on the mat. Deep breath here in Shavasana pose. Wave of oxygen flowing through the nose, throughout the shoulders, body, torso, hips, legs. And whenever you're ready, just go ahead and let the natural rhythm of your breathing take over. Try to slow down your thoughts by focusing on your breathing, how relaxed your body feels. Relax your face muscles, relax the forehead muscles. And let the natural rhythm of your breathing take over. Stay here as long as you want. Being nice to yourself, allowing yourself to have a resting moment. And whenever ready, you can bend the knees, roll over to your right side, use your right arm as a pillow, rest your left palm on the ground. Or you can rest your left arm on the left side of the body. Breathe in, exhale it all out. Whenever ready, bring yourself back to a comfortable seated position. Always sitting up straight to feel good about yourself and let the oxygen in comfortably. Thank you so much. Smile. Bring the arms up, palms together. Exhale the energy to heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.